Chelsea, some narrow misses in the opening half of play here in Kuala Lumpur. We'll have to see if they can connect, though, in the second half, scoreless after 45 minutes of play. A lot of rumors surrounding what players might be leaving and what players might be coming to join the London outfit. Carlos Tevez out at Manchester City. Could he become a member of the Blues? Neymar, great young talent, the former Santos player. Luka Modric has been very clear that he is not happy in London with Tottenham Hotspur. Maybe a change of scenery would help. And, of course, that means some players will be leaving. Didier Drogba, maybe rumored with Real Madrid. John Terry, you'd be very surprised to see a longtime defender for Chelsea be on the way out. But you never know what will happen in the world of football. We welcome you back inside of the National Stadium. Bukit Jalil here in Kuala Lumpur, the biggest city in Malaysia. Speaking of John Terry, looks like he and John Obi Mikel, along with a couple of other faces, will make an appearance here in the second half. We'll see if that changes things for Andre Villas-Boas and Chelsea heading into second half action. Another change appears in goal. Hilario didn't have a ton of action to face in the first half. In fact, the best chance that he came up with a save was when the offside flag came up against Amri Yahya, the 30-year-old attacking player for Malaysia 11. And as you would imagine, anytime you come in an international friendly, you have to have a couple of words with the referee to let him know you are in preseason form. There is bigger obstacles to overcome on the horizon. Sturridge, the young player. Online there have been some rumors maybe he could be a piece to go on the way out, but certainly that'd be a big mistake for Chelsea. All right, let's get you back out to Kuala Lumpur for the second half. We're scoreless after the opening 45 minutes.
Nelka and running beside them, Daniel Sturridge. So the big guns are out there.
Certainly are. As for Malaysia, no changes from the team that finished the first 45 minutes. We'll quickly run through the Malaysia side, who have Farizal in goal, Fandi Othman, Subramanian, Noor Hafiz and Mohamed Zubair at the back. Midfield of Joseph Kalante, Badri Radzi, Sharon Nisan and Wan Zaharul, with Hairudin Omar and Amri Yahya the front men, as Chelsea force an early corner from Hairudin Omar.
Yeah, Omar trying to force the ball off the Chelsea player. Unfortunately wasn't able to hit the Chelsea player, and it went over the dead ball line. So it's going to be a corner kick on the far side in the first minute of the second half, and the man over there to take it is the Russian man Yuri Zhirkov, who will fling it in with his left foot. He does, but there's a defender there to head it away. So Chelsea get the ball on the halfway line, and that's Paulo Ferreira goes behind him to Ashley Cole, and Ashley Cole with a long ball trying to find Nicholas Anelka on the far side, but Anelka unfortunately hadn't got the legs to get up on that unless he had a motorbike.
So let's look at the 11 for Chelsea. They have Turnbull in goal, Pereira, Chaloba, Terry and Cole at the back, and Sturridge, John Obi Mikel, Billy Clifford and Zirkov in the midfield, with Anelka and Didier Drogba up front. It's, when you consider the 11 who started the first half, the 11 who started the second, it's riches for Chelsea with John Terry, the main man. Here is Chaloba.
Nathaniel Chaloba, young man, making his way through the side, and the other man, of course, that's out there is Daniel Sturridge. Going to take a look at him as well. But Nathaniel Chaloba was born actually in Freetown in Sierra Leone, but he plays with England, which a lot of people will start asking questions about it, but he does have British parentage, and that's why he can choose, as he did when he was under 16, which country he wanted to play for.
Noor Hafiz hacks a clearance. So fresh challenge for Chelsea. That's a lovely play by Zirkov. Anelka looking for Drogba. John Obi Mikel! Oh.
The 24-year-old from Nigeria, cracking left-footed drive, and he is playing in a more forward position, and that's good to see. So as Des read out, the back four are now moving up onto the halfway line. John Terry leading them, but just have a look at this, hit it with his left foot, bang, and it wasn't too far away from that far post. just seems a little bit more excitement and more urgency about the Chelsea play at the moment.
It's Drogba. It's when Drogba came on, the place erupted. And he's immediately put himself around more than Fernando Torres ever did. Yaya will chase, but Ross Turnbull, clad in all white, clears.
26-year-old, 193 metres, so he's a pretty tall lad. And only played 7 league games so far for Chelsea, 2 in the FA Cup. So at any given stage, he's ready to take over from Peter Cech, who is here sitting down on the bench in front of us at the moment, as Drogba is tussling with 3 Malaysian players, and well, 3-1. You'd expect him to lose out there, or maybe. Drogba is a tough character. Here's Paulo Ferreira
under pressure. Ross Turnbull.
Ferreira tried to start something from the back again. Finds John Obi Mikel, but he pushed it a little bit too far ahead of him. And the Malaysian side giving as good as they got. But that's nice skill, nice play by Daniel Sturridge. And Sturridge tried to find Nicholas Anelka on the far side. Just a little bit too strong. Nice idea.
There is, in this first 4 minutes, a lot more urgency from Chelsea. It's a different 11. First 11 unable to penetrate this makeshift Malaysia selection of Super League players and under-23 players.
And it's interesting already, Des, that John Terry has told all the backs to move forward and close down the space for the Malaysian side as they do. This is John Obi Mikel. Got Terry free. Terry has Cole outside him, and he finds Ashley Cole. There's Yukov to Mikel to Terry. They played right across the park to Billy Clifford. Clifford finds Sturridge on the left wing. Now that's a good ball. Can Chelsea make something of this? Unfortunately, Paulo Ferreira's cross not executed correctly. He's the man who tested the goalkeeper in the first couple of seconds, John Obi Mikel.
Problem for Malaysia, they just can't get hold of the ball. When they do, they're playing it long, so they can't retain it. It's constant Chelsea pressure. Sharon Nissan. Nutmeg on Billy Clifford gets probably the biggest cheer of the night.
Exactly. Billy Clifford, of course, he can play as a right back. He can also play as a left back, a left-sided player. He actually played against Portsmouth in that game that they won with an own goal. And on Saturday before they came out to Malaysia. But Clifford is certainly one that we will watch as well. Again, John Terry squeezing up the Malaysians, pushing them up near to the halfway line.
It's 10 o'clock at night on a hot, sultry Kuala Lumpur evening. It's Premier League pre-season warm-up for Chelsea. They've been unable to penetrate Malaysia's selection.
Trying to create a bit of space for themselves, Chelsea. They got John Terry away on the left. Instead, they go to the man who will create for them, John Obi Mikel. That's a long ball. He finds Ashley Cole free on the far side with Anelka in front of him. But again, the Malaysian defenders are back there in numbers, snuffed out the chance for Chelsea. But a completely different Chelsea side in the second half, and more urgency about them. And here are the Malaysians breaking it up again.
Joseph Kalante wins the throw-in, and Malaysia are going to make a couple of changes. Gary Stephen Robert, number 12, is a very highly rated player. Either central midfield or push forward, and he's coming on to replace Badri Radzi.
The other player going to, well, when they get the opportunity to make the change, they're going to bring in Irfan Asel, number 7. You know, looking down at the performance of the Malaysian side, actually, I'm a little bit jealous of you, Des, because you actually commentate on all of these guys every week, and they're very good performers.
It's been terrific for Malaysia. It shows there is strength in depth. The national team are going through a bit of an upsurge. They're the SEA Games champions, which is the under-23 tournament region. They're the ASEAN champions for the very first time. The national team have got this humdinger of a game with Singapore on
very
Saturday night.
Yeah.
And the mood of football is very much on the upswing in this part of the world.
Nasional finding Ashley Cole over there. Terry involved again, and there he is inside the opposition half. Long ball, but no one going to accept the opportunity. And just looking down, Didier Drogba had come over to the far side. Terry was expecting him to go charging down the middle. John Obi Mikel again playing in front of the back four. The four are lying a little bit square, except Paulo Ferreira has got loose from them and gone forward. Here he is, finding Daniel Sturridge. I was impressed with his performances last year when he was on loan to Bolton, Des. He did very well for them, and I just thought maybe Chelsea would do this, pull him back and put him back into their squad.
They're certainly giving him a chance with all the talk about who'll play Torres or Drogba. Then Sturridge might get in there and in one of the front three places. We'll find out when the season starts. Chelsea's first match away at Stoke.
Actually, they have an easy start, to be honest about it. All the other Premier League sides looking around and see that they play Stoke, and then they are at home to West Bromwich Albion, and they have a dinger coming up after that. Nice ball, Drogba took the ball away. Fine, Gary Steadman, Robert. Clipped his heels.
There's a screen at this arena, and every time it goes to a close-up of Torres in the first half or Drogba in the second half, there's an almighty buzz goes up. Sturridge, closely marked by the left back Mohamed Zubir and Trunganu, as we look at Irfan Fazail, who's the man who came on for Harudin Omar.
Paulo Ferreira with the throw for Chelsea again to Drogba. Then Drogba with a left boot aims it in the direction of John Terry, miles away from where Terry had to run for it. Ashley Cole inside to Anelka. Anelka looking for his two strikers up front, his two fellow strikers up front, Drogba and Sturridge, but this time they have a lucky break. The ball broke to them, but they were unable to capitalise on it, and now the Malaysian side can take it away. Poor pass, trying to push it through, but John Terry was back there, and so was John Obi Mikel, but poor pass from Mikel out on the far side, way off target.
Was a chance for a break there. Joseph Kalangti, he was looking up to see if Amri Yaya was making the run, and Amri was, and had held the line, but I think it was Chaloba who got in the way. Drogba.
Drogba Sturridge, he'll put it onto his left foot, but nicely intercept him, and there's a man free on the left hand side. If they can see him, they can. Just too hard. Great idea, great run forward if they could have found him, and a good run forward by the number 4, Azmi, I should say.